If you learn nothing else in this class, learn to pay attention to your breathing, especially when you're feeling really, really stressed.
With a wooden cane in hand, it looks like Dan Spinner is ready to teach this class how to kick butt with some martial arts.
I've been teaching and studying these skills for over 40 years.
But instead of harming, he's teaching harmony.
Aikido is one of the newest martial arts that was formed in the 1920s in Japan, merging many of the arts, by a martial artist who decided that the true purpose of martial arts was love, not combat.
And although he was made fun of at the time, Spinner says no one could touch him.
And he formed Aikido, and it means, out of the Japanese A-I-K-I-D-O, the way of harmony. So you actually learn that if someone attacks you, you move so that you don't get hurt and they don't get hurt.
Learning the art since he was 19, Spinner has found other benefits of Aikido, including centering, which he calls meditation in motion. It's to help center and help an individual deal with stress.
I can't imagine higher stress than that.
He's talking about cancer. Spinner was diagnosed with an aggressive form of prostate cancer 4 years ago.
A good friend of mine, unfortunately, was dying of prostate cancer, and on his deathbed, he literally grabbed me by the lapels of my shirt and said, "You get your damn PSA. Every year I'll come back and kill you myself." And I'm like, okay, I didn't even know what a PSA was. I'm not sure I knew what a prostate was. Typical guy, right?
He had no symptoms, so when he was told the news, it was a shock. And to add to the shock and surgery he opted for was the stress.
So I realized in reflection that it was not only stressful for me, but it was stressful for my wife and stressful for my family and my friends.
So he decided to use centering to help deal with the stress, whether it's just sitting quietly or using imagination or just simple breathing. It's all part of centering.
Feels pretty natural, actually, if you just sort of stop and relax enough to think about what you're doing.
Tracy Clayton from the Canadian Cancer Society decided to join in on a class. Being a cancer survivor, she knows all about stress during the difficult time.
I think the more you can embrace the parts of the journey that you're going to have, or the parts that you can embrace and control, make it a lot easier.
The class will be held for 6 weeks at Reflections Wellness Studio in Langford. For cancer patients, the class is free. And for people who have been affected by cancer, it's a way to learn not only about their bodies and dealing with stress, but also having a stronger and more positive relationship with their loved ones during the treatments. In Langford, I'm Sucheta Singh.